Hi everyone! You've made it to week 4, the last week of the class. Before I start talking about what we're doing this week, I have to draw your attention to the due dates. You have 2 assignments due this week. The first one is your regular writing about movies, short sort of reflection piece. That is due on Friday the 30th by midnight. And then your last assignment, which is an annotated bibliography, is due Monday the 3rd by the stroke of midnight. So just make sure you keep those 2 deadlines separate. The writing about movies number 5 assignment is a short one where you're writing just a couple of paragraphs. The annotated bibliography is a little bit longer assignment where you have to do some research and find at least 5 sources for your annotated bibliography. Most of you have probably done an annotated bibliography before in English 1020 or maybe even in high school or for another class in your major. If not, in Moodle, in the assignment description, there is a link to a sample annotated bibliography on the Purdue OWL English online writing lab website, so you can look at what an example is. And of course, as always, if you have questions, just email me. This week, we're kind of pulling everything together, reflecting on everything we've read in the class, and you're not reading anything new, but you're watching something. So I have posted in Moodle, or if you have Netflix, you can find it on Netflix. You're watching an episode of the TV show Black Mirror. Black Mirror is, well, started as a British TV show and now Netflix produces it. It's kind of like the Twilight Zone, if you've heard of the Twilight Zone. It's sort of science fiction-y, looking at kind of the near future, not 2,000 years from now, but what could possibly happen in our lifetimes. What could happen 25 or 50 years from now if you think about how much technology it's advanced in the last 25 years or the last 50 years. How much could things change in the next 50? So you're watching an episode that's called Be Right Back, and I think this episode really connects to a lot of the things we've read this semester. And Be Right Back starts out as a story about a couple and what happens when we are addicted to social media, when we can't put our phones down. But then taking that a step forward from being, kind of your regular after-school special, put your screens down, log out of the internet, go talk to people. It takes it a step forward and says, well, what does it mean, or what can we do with all of this data? We've all got Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, Snapchat. We know that those things don't go away. There have been scandals, celebrity scandals of illicit photographs being made public when they shouldn't have been. Nothing ever goes away once it's on the internet. So what happens to all this stuff after we've died? And what happens when companies have access to all this information, or anyone has access to this information? What can you tell about a person from what they put online? And so these are some of the questions that Be Right Back deals with. Students really like Be Right Back, and a lot of my students have then gone on to watch all of Black Mirror. So I hope you enjoy it. If you're having trouble streaming it or anything is going wrong, please let me know. In Moodle, you have a question to answer about Be Right Back, so you have to watch the episode to answer the question. You also have to watch the episode to do writing about movies number 5, because I'm asking, how does Be Right Back connect to the short stories we read in week 2? So I hope you enjoy it, and congratulations on surviving to the end of the class. It's been a pleasure having you and talking with you online. And if you're not graduating yet, maybe think about taking some other English classes. If you have questions about that, I'm happy to answer them. You don't have to be an English minor or an English major if you want to take one for fun. If you want to take an English literature class, if you want to take a film class, a class about social media, digital culture, things like that, I'm happy to answer any of your questions. Have a great rest of your summer. Hopefully you get to relax once you're done this term. Take care. Bye.